Well, there's the contraption we made up for raising the roof. Nothing fancy, but one piece of 2-inch tubing slides inside the other. Hydraulic jack in between. We'll jack it apart. 4 corners. I don't know if you can, probably can't see that, but anyways, there's four of them, one in each corner. We'll oh, it's really dark in here, isn't it? Anyways, we'll jack up the 4 corners and go from there. And when we're all done, I'll cut these things all apart and use the steel for something else. So there's Pops with the Sawzall, cutting the roof off. So we're going to have a raised roof or a convertible. We're not sure yet. We'll figure that out as we go along.
Figure it out as we go along here.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're just making the last cut. Yeah, let's just get this thing right out of here.
Well, that doesn't work.
I guess we need another blade. Okay, here we go again. Alright, there we go. Now up she goes. Or over she goes, we're not sure which. Okay, halfway up, approximately. I'm going to reset the jacks and go the rest of the way. So far so good. A little bit of an oopsie there, but we can fix that.
A little bit of a what?
An oopsie. That's okay, it was your fault.
Naturally.
Yep, so far so good. Reset the jacks and up we go. We're just getting ready to reset the jacks. Thought we'd take a look at it. That's 6.5 inches up. The roof is just starting to contact the cap at the front there. I think we're going to be able to go up a full 12 inches. This is, we're at 6.5 now and it's just touching, so I'm sure we're going to be able to go up another 5.5 inches. Well, that'll be good. Old Daddy's going to be a movie star. Anyways, there's our 12 inches. It's just sitting here on our little jack setup. I'll go out outside and take a few shots of that. Alright, so here's what it looks like from outside. And that cap is fitting a lot better than I thought it was going to. So might not be as much modification to that as it looked like when it was down lower. I don't know. We'll see. It's not too bad at all. Let's see if I can get it to here where it's up a couple of inches. We'll attach it at the back of that cap where the two meet, and I'll see if I can get the front end to drop down, roll down a couple of inches, and then just trim it off where it needs to be. Try that anyways. You know, it may not need as much trimming as I was thinking. Who knows, might be able to get it to fit without having to cut it. I guess we'll find out. I thought I'd do another quick little walk around from inside here. Raised 12 inches. There's our little raising mechanism we built. 4 of them, 1 for each corner. Next task will be to build the framework around the rear of this extension. It's just a big gaping hole here at the moment, but I'm going to make up some bows, roof bows like these. I think I figured out how I'm going to do that. Actually, I can show you in a minute. Build basic framework for that out the back end here, put the rear cap on, and then just start framing. Be a month or so of cutting all these uprights out, putting new ones in, cross bracing it similar to what they have down at the bottom here. Same idea as that. Not going to do that where the slide out's going to go, but so then this area up here, I'm not going to, I'll put the framework in where I need it, but I'm not going to, I'll leave it out where the slide outs are going to be. You can kind of see here where how much it's gone up. There's those pieces of angle iron that are sticking out there. Those are where the original roof line was. They've gone up that much, and I think, I don't know how well this shows up, but the way this is built here is how I'm going to do the bows. I'll get some flat bar, and I think I'll cut strips of sheet metal, and I'll just put them in the metal brake, and I'll bend a bunch of 90s back and forth, and basically like an accordion, and then I'll just put that up in there, bend the flat bar to shape, put that up in there, and then tack it all together, put the flat bar on the bottom, and hopefully that'll work. I think it will. Be a lot easier than cutting tubing and trying to bend that shape like I did at the back. This is the way MCI did it, so looks like it should work. I won't have to go as wide as they did here. This is 4 inches wide. I think even half that width, just 2 inches, would be fine. That's about what all the rest of these roof bows are, so if I match that, that should be fine. Anyways, the gap in the corners is still pretty substantial, so I think I am going to end up having to still cut this into 3 pieces and narrow it up, but such is life. I think at least it will work anyway. It's it's not as big a gap back in, you can't really see it from in here, I guess, but not as big a gap back in here as that looked like it was going to be, so that this end's fitting fairly well. But this corner here, I'll see if I can crawl up onto the seat here and have a look down. Yeah, there's a pretty good sized gap here that's going to be, and that's not going to be something I can pull in or anything. It's just too big, so I'm going to have to cut it, probably in here somewhere. Slide this material over till this, till this gap is gone, and just cut the chunk out of it and fiberglass it all back together again. Like I said on one of the other ones, what happens is if this wasn't a 12-inch raise, they've added this extra material in here, so all these angles just projected out, and so it just ends up being too wide. But that's okay, we can make it work. I own a Sawzall. To redo all these, extend these braces here up, put some new angle in there so that the angle it needs to be. So yeah, there'll be a lot of refitting and all that, but the raise was successful. That's it for now.